conversations about yesterday's animations. Saturday morning cartoon fare.
Days past ToonCast.
Played by
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nickelodeon, Thundercats, Ghostbusters, Transformers, DuckTales.
Days past ToonCast.
It's not a particularly deep show.
That's right. So you will like us.
I dealt with your asses for too long.
You turn me evil.
No, you were already that way. Don't blame me.
Days past ToonCast.
Hello and welcome to the Days Past ToonCast. My name is Will,
My name is Travis.
and on this podcast we have adult conversations about
Yesterday's animations.
because we love these dang animations.
We care about them,
and we love them unconditionally, even if they're bad.
and a lot of them are.
Many of them.
Many
are.
of them.
We've,
Yes.
we've met them, we've shaken hands with them, and we laid down for a nap with them. In just a few days here, it's going to be Valentine's. And so we're reaching up.
Above right by the clouds, right? It's by the clouds,
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're reaching for, on the spreadsheet that we have of all the tunes that we hope to cover in our lifetime, we're reaching into the section of the spreadsheet labeled cuties in all caps. This one falls under the cuties. For Valentine's Day, you have to reach for your best cutie. And we are.
Yeah, we are, baby.
Today, we're covering what may be the official mascot of Valentine's Day. They're bears.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know what bears are. We've dealt with them before.
We have, yes. We've seen a few.
And we know there are lots of variations of bear out there,
A bunch, yeah.
such as grizzly,
Uh-huh.
polar,
Yeah.
gummy.
Mm-hmm.
And now, for Valentine's Day, care.
Care Bears care a lot about you.
The Care Bears are more than a cartoon.
That's a lifestyle, really.
It is, and they are so pure and real. It's like they are just mythology at this point. They should be studied in English classes.
You're right.
They are a property much like My Little Pony that just refuses to die.
No, it won't give up.
Unkillable. And hopefully the Care Bears are too.
They got true grit, buddy.
Yes, they do.
True grit.
Unlike G.I. Joe or Transformers, I think one of the things that helps, those are cartoons that keep coming back in one way or another, but it seems like they go away and they come back to varying degrees of success.
Yes.
This is a cartoon and a franchise for babies, essentially. At least small children, for the most part.
3 and under.
Yeah.
We'll say 3 and under.
3 and under, they're not complaining as much as like 40-year-olds would be about how this Care Bear cartoon from 1982 is on a different timeline, but maybe the same timeline as the one from 2007.
Right.
Like, they're just saying, give me brightly colored bears with tummy logos.
Yeah, belly badges, baby.
Belly badges. And that's all I want. So maybe that's why it's so evergreen. I don't know. My only memory of watching Care Bears the cartoon as a kid was Mother's Day Out.
Okay.
There was a thing called Mother's Day Out, which really now when I think about it as an adult man, sounds very... Mom is just going to take a nap and drink some wine and maybe go smoke a cigarette with her kind of hippie-ish friend on the porch.
Yes.
And she just needs some time alone. She's not necessarily going out so much as away. But it was held at a church, and I just remember we had like this rumpus room that was kind of like a living room. It was nice. Rumpus. That's where the rumpus occurred. Yeah. And we were watching Care Bears on that television. I was very comfy and warm in there. So that's what I remember about Care Bears. Travis, did you watch Care Bears when you were a kid?
Most definitely, sir. I caught the movie that has a castle in it. There's a castle.
I'm going to guess that there's a few of them.
It's got a castle and it's got little bears in it too.
Were there any hearts in it?
No, but definitely, I definitely chimed in on the movies.
Okay.
I had an older sister, so she was either dumbing down for that or something. Yeah, I don't know why she was watching it with me.
Well, there's something very, very truly and genuinely sweet about them. That's a through line for me as we were doing research for it and I actually watched the show. I was like, oh, because I'm an animal person over a person. Like, I will feel terrible for the animal that's being mistreated on screen, even if humans are being slaughtered behind that animal. I'm more concerned about the puppy that hasn't gotten enough water. And it really, when they're in danger or when they're not happy, it is like both a cute child and an animal are in danger or hurt at the same time because they are small bears and they are just little cuties.
Little cuties,
yes. Now, I am currently adorned in my Care Bear uniform.
Yes.
It looks like I just got off my shift as a Care Bear.
Yep.
I was at Target, and I don't know why, but there was a full body zip up the front Care Bear uniform.
It was a sign.
And so I'm covered in fur, and it's a fucking dreary day out here. This is not a Valentine's looking day. It's rainy, it's cold, and I could not be warmer in this Care Bear suit that goes all the way over my head. We'll have to take pictures before this episode's done. But I don't know why. All they had were the Lucky Green, the one with the shamrock on his tongue.
Right.
And so that's who I am. I'm Lucky Heart Bear, probably. I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
The concept of Care Bears, it has been around for a very long time. The concept itself has stayed the same pretty much all the way through. These are little guardian angel animals, essentially little tiny bears that are multicolored and adorable, and they help fix problems with people. When people got problems, I'll solve it.
Well, they care. They care well.
They might be codependent. They might care a little too much. I could argue for that. But that's the crux of it. Their episodes are usually about, oh no, Bobby doesn't like the way his haircut looks. And then got to go make him feel better.
Yep.
Easy enough.
Right.
Now, the anatomy of a Care Bear, it's important to get these terms down. You already mentioned one of them, Travis.
Yes.
Belly badge.
Belly badge.
Belly badge. Each Care Bear has a little white tummy.
Yep.
And they have some kind of symbol on there. 90% of them have a heart plus something else. Many of them are hearts, and it's not easy to tell them apart. And it represents something about their name and about their personality.
Yes.
There's also the tush tag. I don't see tush tags in the cartoons, and that's good, because they're not supposed to be stuffed animals in the cartoons.
Right.
Actually, they use it for Beanie Babies, too, but it's just the little white tag on your teddy bear, in this case, Care Bears, that tells you who they are, when they were made, where they were made, and copyright information, which is very important to the Care Bears and their development, I will say, having taken a look now. They also have, and I don't know if there's a term for this, it's on my suit right here. You can see it.
Yep. Let me see.
It's a little tattoo of
the heart. Yeah.
It looks like a tattoo.
It's a brand.
It's like if Popeye's pants fell down in a cartoon, he would have the heart boxers, and then that would fall, and then he would have a heart tattoo on his butt. It's just a little patch sewn onto my rump right now. But I don't. Is it your rump? Your rumpus pumpus?
Your side rumpus.
They got belly badges, they got tush tags, and they got the rumpus pumpus heart on their butts.
And a cute little heart button nose.
That's
Some
right.
of them have the
That's
heart button noses.
And it's very cute.
They're
very cute. There's no ironic statement here. They're just cute. Like, I get why they're popular. This is not everybody. You got to agree. These are some cute bears. And I wish that more people came with identifying marks on their stomachs telling you more about their personalities.
Yeah, just so you could know kind of what you're dealing with.
It'd be nice. Guys, let's start a thing where we tattoo what we think is us
on our
tums, on our belly, and do a belly badge.
What would yours be?
What is there an elemental sign for caffeine? Like from the periodic table?
You right?
Yeah, that would probably be me.
Okay.
How about you?
You know what? Probably just a He-Man toy. Straight up.
It would be an actual photo.
Yes.
No, or an eBay listing. It would be a screenshot of a He-Man listing on eBay.
Hell yeah. That'd be mine all day.
In 1981, the American Greeting Card Corporation, which is the second biggest still card company after Hallmark, Big Mark. In 1981, American Greetings used cutting-edge science to genetically engineer their first batch of 10 Care Bears to be deployed in the war for Valentine's Day.
Just in time.
They knew what they were designing. I'm sure they hired the best former Nazi scientists to enact this plan because it worked so hard because they were so popular. One of the creators even said, like after they were, I guess, testing it in the company, they had a high awe factor.
Yes.
So these are corporate owned, created to target your awe center, but they made them too well. Because like we're saying, they seem to be more than their corporate origins.
Yes.
They just feel, and maybe that's part of the smoke show. I don't know. But that means hot, I guess. Not smoke screen.
Right.
Yeah. None of these, just to be sure, just because I'm wearing a Care Bear uniform, I don't think any Care Bear is a smoke show.
Oh, yeah.
I think there is a smoke screen, perhaps, of are they real or are they not? But I choose to believe as a non-cynical person that Care Bears were created by the American Greetings Corporation in a cynical bid for our hearts. And even though they succeeded, succeeded. What they also succeeded in doing was creating a great thing in the Care Bears that transcends its origins.
Time, yes.
And time. Because guess what? They're still around and they haven't aged a day.
No, they're not going anywhere.
No, we were babies back then. Not babies anymore.
No.
That's time.
We're long in the tooth, sir.
I find it incredibly interesting how like most of the reason I wanted to cover them, aside from it being Valentine's Day almost, is that they were spun out of the medium of greeting cards. This is a many millions of dollars industry or franchise that they created. Like I don't know if you could launch a multimedia franchise from the medium of greeting cards
anymore
today.
Yes,
Maybe
correct.
so. It's possible. I mean, you could have like a greeting card extended universe because not only do you have the Care Bears, but American Greetings also has Strawberry Shortcake.
Which
went from greeting card to many other cartoons, this sort of thing.
Yep.
I don't know how many times this actually could happen, and I don't think it could happen anymore.
No, the stars had aligned just right for these little monsters.
That's where Care Bears started. 10 sweet little bears that appear. And the drawings for these, they're painted. They're really pretty.
And like you mentioned, the same concept artist helped out with Strawberry Shortcake.
That's right.
It's the
That's
same
right.
one, yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, artists. Hey, greeting cards artists. You too can be a footnote in the...
A blip on my radar.
Yes,
How's that sound?
ToonCast. Well, in 1982, after this 1981 gathering of ideas and them planning their launch, they did launch.
Oh, yeah. And then relaunched and kept relaunching.
Man, did they. This launch, they spent millions of dollars on advertising, and they already had all these deals before they started doing the greeting cards for toys and merchandise.
26 licenses.
Really?
Yeah, 26.
Holy shit. What could that even be? Like a separate license for the soap and the shampoo?
Yeah, right. The cereal, they were everywhere, bro.
Between 1983 and 1987, which I guess was the original run, 40 plus million Care Bears, like the toys, the little stuffed toys, the most popular thing, were sold in that time. And 70 plus million cards were sold during the 80s featuring Care Bears.
$2 million in merch. They were
seems so low when you hear 40 million and 70 million, and then it's like, and we made $2 million off of those almost a billion things.
Right?
I don't understand it.
Were they stolen?
I guess it was the 80s. Maybe it's inflation. Influation, I was going to call it. Thank you.
That worked too.
Now, Valentine's Day, I bought an American Greetings card recently. It wasn't Care Bears, but it's an actual greeting card. They didn't have them.
Oh, okay.
I would have I would have gladly gotten a Care Bear.
Say you got to represent, sir.
Yeah, because I work for them now.
Well, no, you're already wearing the outfit.
Yeah. Thank you.
Come on, represent.
Yeah, come on. I'm trying, guys. So, as a kid, at least where I was growing up in elementary school, Valentine's Day, the only thing it was making sure that you had enough cards and chalky candy for your classroom. And that's it. That's all it was. So it was like, I don't know, 20 to 30. It depends on where you go, I guess. The cards that are just like cut out of a sheet. It's just like a print.
They're perforated.
Yes, already ready to go. Yes. And then little individual candies of some shitty kind that you can get for cheap at the store.
Kiss me.
Yes, and that you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't be giving those out. They need to have more tame ones now. Where it's just like,
hello.
No, we can't do that one either. That's all it was as a kid. And guess what? You weren't the one in charge of that. Your parents were. Yeah. Most likely, or whoever took care of you. By adulthood, these card corporations, the same one, like American Greetings, Hallmark, they brainwash us into a system of consumption based entirely on fear.
Yeah.
Either the fear of being unloved shown by I didn't receive something from somebody, or the fear of just being in trouble, I didn't get anything for this person.
Right.
It's, you're in trouble or you're not worth it, and you were afraid of finding that out. Because as a kid, I didn't care. Like, it's like, hey, do whatever. It's all taken care of. It was a very socialist way of doing it, where it's like everybody gets a Valentine from everybody. We're all spending a reasonably same amount. Yeah. But now when you get into relationships or whatever, it's this issue of like, I may be in trouble with my partner, or if I'm on the other end, my partner may be showing me they don't care about me if they don't get me something.
Yes.
Or I may just be in trouble, which is nobody wants to be in trouble, whether you're a kid or adult. And American Greetings, thank you for bringing us Care Bears, but they were out for blood. They were out for green and red. They're out for money, and they were out for blood if you tried to keep them from the green. They lost a suit in the 80s. They lost it, and I agree with this ruling. They tried to sue a company that was importing and distributing in America message bears.
Yes.
Which I didn't know them by that name, but near as I can tell, they are just normal teddy bears, like normal colored teddy bears.
Yeah.
With red shirts on that just have a written message on them, such as "I love you" or "Hello" or whatever.
Or Care Bear Stare.
Care Bear Stare. Oh, yeah, that would be what got them in trouble.
Would have said that.
Yes. So that's such a stretch. They're bears and there's something on them.
Right. Yeah.
We will sue you.
You don't own bear property.
Fucking cutthroat people
It is.
over there at American Greetings.
American Greetings, the right card for that special person.
They didn't win that. But that is where the Care Bears were born. That's their parents. They've risen above their parents, I believe, morally and ethically. But that corporate strategy of apparently 26 goddamn licenses.
26 licenses.
So many licenses.
It is, man. It's pretty impressive.
I would say that at least a few of them are ones that they licensed and they're just kind of outliers of, you know what, we're not going to need a Care Bear gun license, but just in case, let's go ahead and sell it. This guy's willing to pay it. Come on. Like a Care Bear coffin, absolutely. How do I not do that?
At least one underground
Someday
one.
these kids are going to grow up and need it.
One person will want this.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll be there.
Yeah.
So that same corporate strategy brought us the Care Bears cartoons. That's a reason for the season over here.
All day, baby.
And those started in 1983, I believe. Is this correct, Travis? You have been looking into these dang Care Bear cartoons because there's a lot of them.
Oh, there are.
Okay.
It all started in 83. The original 10 Bears were in their first feature. It's a syndicated special. The Care Bears in the Land Without Feelings.
And who hasn't been there? Like,
Right? Listen, that was there last night,
the Land
man.
Without Feelings, that is the place that that the commercials, the pharmaceutical commercials with like a floating butterfly, that's where they're trying to send you. It's better to have no feelings. That's where they're trying to send you.
And who doesn't live there on the daily?
Look, we've all visited at least for a little extended weekend, huh?
And then the next syndicated special, the Care Bears battle with the freeze machine. Right?
I've never seen battle on any of these other, even a description of an episode, I feel like, for any of these. So weird choice to name a Care Bears special battle. Put battle anywhere in there.
With how soft they are too. All I imagine is a bunch of bears like in a normal fridge, like in a kitchen, just like fighting a little bit, pushing each other.
I just see all of them in the freezer, all working to push open the freezer door so they can escape.
That's it.
That's what it is.
That's it.
Okay.
While hugging each other.
Well, so these first two specials established some of the
dominance.
Yes, they did. These bears have been dominating in the most gentle of ways for almost 40 years. That's crazy.
It is, man.
These first two specials established some of the longstanding details, the lore of the CBs.
And lore it is.
These Care Bear, they've got lore. They do.
No, they definitely got lore, bro.
So one of the things that they established was Care-a-Lot, the home of the Care Bears.
The home with feelings. And then you're going to have feelings.
The land of all the feelings.
All feelings.
Well, you know what? The land of only positive feelings. And that's the other place that these pharmaceutical commercials are trying to send you. To anywhere either devoid of feeling or only the ones you like. No bad feelings. No good vibes only.
Only good vibes.
Only good vibes.
Oh, the hotel I just stayed at, they had a little sign that said, hey, only good vibes here.
If you don't say that, is it implied or assumed that all people are open to bad vibes? Okay. Just want to know. I want to know whether I should say it or not.
I only need bad vibes.
Oh, hey, guys, by the way, I'm only into good things. No bad food, no bad movies, only good. Thank you.
Right.
Care-a-Lot, I have to immediately pull my English card.
Okay.
My English, former English major shortly card. Or just someone who read the Arthurian legends in school.
Yes.
I think we need to stop naming things after Camelot. And here's why. It fell in a tragedy of betrayal where Lancelot sleeps with King Arthur's wife. They have an affair. I believe he kills them at some point, possibly. Merlin falls for the woman he's been training in magic and is betrayed by. This is not a good story.
It's dark.
It's nice for a while, but it doesn't turn out well.
It's dark a lot.
Yeah. I don't want to see the Bears anywhere near anything with that level of treachery or disappointment, even.
Yeah.
I don't think they can handle it. So just finish the story before you start naming shit. Please. Because it happens a lot.
Right.
Care-a-Lot looks like a heavenly parking lot carnival.
It does.
There's just a seesaw and a merry-go-round, and people are living in clouds. I mean, essentially...
It's heavy moisture there.
Yes.
It's humid.
It's like a New England bay town.
Right.
The idea of the presence of a villain, because that's what is happening in both of these, and you can tell because there's battle in the title of one of them. A villain or even a threat, it just seems like too much. These little saccharine cuties should not be facing anything beyond like one of them is slightly
hangnail
sleepy. Hangnail. I think that's way too much. That'll send me into a rage. I can't. Don't make me the Care Bear to handle that. I'm telling you.
Rage Bear.
In the specials, these first two specials, it is Professor Coldheart is his name.
Yep.
He looks like a villain from a Christmas special because he's just like an old man with blue skin and white hair and everything looks frosted over.
Yeah.
He's an inventor with ice powers. And I assume not a good heart.
Yeah. Maybe a cold heart.
Go away, Care Bears. It's too late for you. I see my unfeeling ray is working better than I could have imagined.
Now, luckily, they are not defenseless, the Care Bears.
Yeah.
Because these specials also introduced us to the Care Bear stare.
Oof, boy, it is strong.
What it is a beam of light that comes out of their belly badges. What I read, quote, beam of joy and good cheer that goes straight to the target's heart. It's supposed to make them happier.
Yeah.
Which
or give them a stroke.
I don't think the Care Bears understand like the idea of you should not fuck with people's feelings. They're too pure for that. So they're just not thinking of the concept, right? Because you really shouldn't be forcing other people into feeling things.
Yeah.
That's manipulative. Don't do that. That's not cool. That's what those pharmacy companies.
Right back. Yeah, I like it.
It's a rainbow blast from their tummies, and they'll usually line up to do it. They have a song that is on the series that we watched that's Care Bear Countdown. And sometimes they'll count down like they're a firing squad of sweetness.
Let's do that Care Bears countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Either it makes people happier or it just makes people who don't want to get happy scatter.
Right.
It is funny to me that it's just because it rhymes. I mean, that's Care Bear stare.
Yeah, that's it.
It could have been any number of things. Flare.
Because otherwise that beam of joy would come from their eyes.
And that would be creepier.
Yes,
You're right. Yeah, I-beam Care Bears would be... That would make me think that they're the robot bears, the Robears, the Burbles from Thundercats.
Yes, sir.
It just seems so passive, and that's kind of fitting for them. But what kind of stare are we talking about? Like, is it a loving, stern stare like a mom would give to a kid like, hey, I love you, but don't do that. You're going to get a Mother's Day out.
I'm trying to drink my wine, honey.
That's right. Or is it like a stare of love and compassion where you're just gazing into... Because that's a gaze to me.
Yes,
like staring,
a boner gaze, yeah.
Staring never...
Sorry.
A stare to me is never positive. It may be neutral.
Yeah.
But to hear he was staring sounds bad.
Oh, he's staring.
Well, especially if you say he, because, you know, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But like if she was staring, that still doesn't sound great. You know, she was staring at you, but she was gazing at you.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're in business.
I like gazing.
Those are very important. Well, Cold Heart doesn't just stick around forever, but Care-a-Lot, their home base, their HQ.
Yeah, they're heaven. And
the Care Bear stare, these are important things that will keep coming back. So, thanks, specials.
Yeah,
they gave them to us. And then, Travis, what? So we've got two specials under our belts.
Two specials did the trick.
Care
Yes,
Bear
sir.
fever is in our blood.
Oh, listen, and then the drug we were all waiting for, sir. 85, the Care Bears movie.
They should have called it the Care Bears film.
Right.
I don't know. That sounds even more corporate than anything else.
And hey, a special note on this one: highest grossing animated film outside of Disney at that time of its release.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
It really was Care Bears fever.
Yeah, baby, all day.
Everyone get inoculated.
Yeah.
I don't care what your beliefs are. These Care Bears are coming for you because they're going to steal your damn heart.
Yep.
The things that get introduced in the Care Bears movie are important. I mean, they keep adding to the lore.
Yeah.
The book gets thicker.
They got that lore, baby.
Yeah, and sometimes it seems like these are plot things that they need to introduce to have a story, because otherwise it's just cute bears playing around, which I could watch for about an hour.
Yeah.
Like I saw a couple of bear cubs at the zoo a few years ago, and they were just tumbling and chasing. I'm into that all day long.
Same here.
Most people want to plot, and so you got to have these other things come into place. So one of the things that gets brought in, and it's not always there, but it's there a lot. It is an instrument or a an altar called the caring meter, which is a heart-shaped emotion thermometer that is at the center of Care-a-Lot. It looks more like a clock, I guess. It is like a happiness nuclear doomsday clock. And it is, because it's not like telling you like how high the level of caring is. What it is it's counting down to there's not enough caring. And if that's happening, then that's how the doomsday clock works. Then you better go fucking cheer some people up, Care Bears. Get it out there.
Or we're all going to die.
Well, yeah, or at very least, your environment in Care-a-Lot gets bad. Thunderstorms, environmental disasters, colors draining away from existence. That's heavy shit.
Well, it's what the pharmaceutical companies would want you to. No, bullshit.
You know what? Maybe the big pharma is working with big cards. Because American Greetings, here's because I said that they created them genetically engineered, which I was kind of kidding around. Yeah. But here's the thing. Maybe that's true. Because this seems like what they're doing is they're keeping the Care Bears in a bunker somewhere. Like this is underneath, and it's a holographic room that they have control of. Because this is like dystopian emotional control that you are being conditioned to respond by, oh no, the clock on the wall says people aren't happy enough. I better go act. And I bet if you were to track the times, that would often be around the biggest card buying times of the season. Okay? But that's what tells them, hey guys, it's time to act. It's time to deploy those Care Bears. This movie also introduces the Care Bear cousins, who are Care Bears that are not bears. Non-bear Care Bears.
Yes.
It's funny because you're just giving them a name that they only can exist with the presence of Care Bears. It's like saying like, that's not Karen, that's Jared's wife. You know? But these are my preference. I prefer the cousins because there's more variety.
That was my jam.
Because not just bears. You got a lion, you got a horse, you got a pig.
Yes.
You got, I think, a monkey somewhere in there.
I think so.
You got a kitty, a puppy. I mean, that's where it's at. Now, as a kid, because I liked things like Planeteers. We've talked about this
all day.
Where it's like everybody is similar, but they do different things.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed because I thought, oh, cousins, they each have a different thing on their stomach and they're different animals. Those Care Bears already disappointed me by having different things on their stomachs, but
it's limited.
Doing the same thing.
Yeah.
They're still limited. They don't do anything different. They are just, they live in the forest of feelings. And that's, I guess, another good place. You know, where it's like another paradise. I don't know, another wing of heaven.
Yeah.
And they meet them in this, and then now they're part of the Care Bear family, the team. The book is getting thick, like we said. And then what comes up? What's next?
So next up, in 86, their second film, Care Bears movie, New Generation. We're going in space now, buddy. No, I'm just kidding.
I would love it if it was Star Trek: The Next Generation. You've got you've got Patrick Stewart voicing one of the bears. Oh man, somebody do this match. I'm gonna have to look this up if there's been a Next Generation matchup. So Care Bears movie 2.
Yes, sir.
A new generation. A new generation. We are at 1986. We are 5 years out from the original generation. Do we need a new generation? What I read is that this brings in the concept of Care Bear and Care Bear cousin cubs, which just seems like Muppet babies.
Right.
You were taking characters that are borderline children, toddlers, perhaps babies, and you're slapping diapers on them. I think by then Muppet Babies was out and they knew that diapers equals dollars. And that's true. We can't argue with that. But it's just so unnecessary. It's just putting a hat on a hat or a diaper on a diaper. But at this point, they were on TV.
Yes, sir. They had a television series entitled, well, The Care Bears.
I mean, says it all.
It does. And it turned into the Care Bears family.
After that second movie, brought in those cousins.
Yes,
now
sir.
the cousins are moving in.
Yeah.
You need a bigger house. You got to start a TV show to house all these cousins.
Right.
And that is the show that we sampled for our one episode sample. It's like when they do like soil samples of an environment. You're just like, okay, just stick your finger in, because that's how they do that. And then you pull it out and you taste the dirt. And then you say, this is what all Care Bears episodes are like.
Nailed it.
Yes. I hope that's not true. Because as sweet as they are and as uncynical as I want to be about this, I think our text exchange said it all about this particular episode. Which, if I'm recalling it correct, it was from me. That was not a good cartoon that we watched, Cowboy Hat Smiley.
Yes.
And then you said,
no, sir, it was not.
cowboy hat smiley.
Emoji. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll find out why that's important here in a minute. Yeah, it's not a good cartoon episode that we watched of Care Bear's family, but we are going to report on it because it's important to know what happened back then. We're just reporters.
Yes,
we're just
sir.
journalists here. Travis, what episode of Care Bear's family did we watch?
So we watched episode 25, The Showdown, first premiered September 26, 1988.
Sounds scary.
Yeah.
I don't want these babies in a showdown.
No showdowns.
I'll go in their place. Like, I will defend the Care Bears. I don't want them showing down with anybody.
No battle royales. I don't need any of that from my...
Keep the words battle. Anything more aggressive than hi is too much for these for these babies.
You can't even use hello, because if you knock off the O, you gotta be hell. Yeah.
You're just going to go, hi.
Hi.
Hey, guys. You might blow them over and the stuffing comes out.
Right.
Care Bear family. Now, they've got, at this point, many Care Bears and Care Bear cousins to deal with because they've kept adding to the family.
Yeah, it's like the damn G.I. Joes at this point.
Yeah, man. The number that I saw was around 70 Care Bears at this point in our lives now, 2021. So at that point, I don't know, but man, there was a lot of them.
Yeah, you're at least half.
Yeah, so you can't feature all your Care Bears and your cousins and your Care Bear cubs and your whatever, Care Bear embryos. You can't have them all in every episode. So this one features 3 Care creatures of varying types from the Care Squad.
Yes, sir.
The Care Bear that's involved is Cheer Bear.
I've been looking all over for you. We've got to go on a caring mission to help a boy named Roy.
She is, this is true of all of them. She's a little cutie.
Ponytail. Got a little ponytail.
I was going to say, she is rocking this classic 80s, 90s look of ponytail and bangs.
Yes.
Like, what more? I mean, you do that, you're trapped in amber in time. That's somebody at a mall. That's somebody at a Tiffany concert. That's somebody who's wearing jean overalls at my elementary school.
You're doing aerobics. It's encapsulating all that. Yes.
It was good for ages 0 to 40 around that time, in this time period. So it's very cute. She's running a little, I think they were just trying to differentiate the looks of the bears because, again, it's really just coloring them different and giving them a different belly badge as far as the bears go. So I think they were trying to make it easier for us kids who are having a hard time telling them apart.
Right.
Yeah.
The other Care Bear, Braveheart, and not talking about Mel Gibson. He's a cousin.
He's a Care Bear cousin, a non-bear Care guy.
Care guy.
Yeah. Braveheart lion. Yes.
The Care guys.
He's the one that's the easiest one to remember of the cousins. He's a lion. He's got a big heart on his chest. Belly.
Yeah.
Seems like he's kind of the leader of the cousins.
Yeah, he's wise.
That's what happens when you lock horns with Cowboy Braveheart. Hope you learned your lesson.
It's very weird to hear a Care Bear with the voice of a man who has gone through puberty. Like, hello or not, I'm not saying it's wrong. It just hit me strange at first. And then I adjusted and I was fine.
I'm totally with you.
Braveheart Lion, he's kind of adventurous, I guess is his thing. Yeah, because some of these, like his name kind of tells the tale.
Yeah.
Braveheart, that means I'm probably going to go on some adventures.
Yes.
Cheerheart, you're happy, but wouldn't that also be like most of the Care Bears?
Yeah, you're just a Care Bear. Yeah,
she has a little rainbow on her tummy. That's okay, cool. The other one, and this one threw me for a loop, was Treat Heart Pig.
So, this is the cookhouse. Even if I don't find Roy in here, I'm sure to find something good to eat.
Who's immediately distracted from her mission by food. Which your Care Bears, you gotta get this shit under control. Like I'm rooting for you, but just take care of it. She has an ice cream cone on her stomach. So this seems like a poor choice for a personality of just, you got to have somebody who eats, I guess. That's how it goes.
They foam that in. Well, like you and me have talked about, food equals cool.
It does.
Cool
it does.
Is food,
yeah, it doesn't feel like quite on the level of like Sonic loves chili dogs and Turtles love pizza.
Yeah.
She just likes food. I mean, she's a pig. She can't help it. She's a pig. She'll eat anything. I appreciate that they're going to go off on an adventure to help somebody in this who's having a hard time. I appreciate the Care Bears and their helpful ways. But guys, some of you need to work on yourselves before you stick your cute little noses into everybody's business. Treat Heart, I'm looking at you because you go out to help and then the first thing you do is go look for a float or something. I don't know. Work on yourself first. and then you can help others. What they do, seeing it in action in this, where they're up in cloud heaven.
Yes.
And then the carrying meter is getting down. So they say, we got to go help this guy.
Hop in the ride.
Yes. And then they ride off to Earth on a car that they made from their bellies. This feels invasive, what they're doing to some extent. And again, I don't think it's any negative nature or intent on their part. I think it's just that they're children. They don't understand boundaries. I don't need them showing up if I'm stuck in traffic and pissed off.
Yeah.
Or bummed out scrolling through Twitter, reading what people are saying. Or even something serious like a funeral. Like, if they show up at a funeral, guys, I've got a family. I'm an adult man. Even kids, maybe they just need to get through their problems. Because what happens is the Care Bears show up and their intent is to cheer you up and try to get you through the thing. But that's not a good lesson. Don't worry. The Care Bears will show up. They'll help you.
You said at a funeral.
At a funeral. You just keep looking and be like, guys, get out of here.
Guys, not now.
There needs to be a Care Bears section at every funeral and every...
They messed the whole service up.
Because they keep trying to give these really cute speeches and everyone's crying, of course, because it's adorable. But it's just like, guys, you didn't even know them. You shouldn't be here. Let us grieve.
They're all trying to get to the podium and they knock the casket over. Yeah.
Well,
It'd be a whole thing.
I think the biggest problem is they just wouldn't let you be sad. They wouldn't let you be sad. They just keep doing magic tricks in front of you or offering you lollipops.
Guys, I need to work through this emotion.
Yes.
Like, I need to get there.
So this SWAT team of Sweet, is dispatched for frown emergencies.
Yes.
They're kicking down doors, and the guy that they're going after, their target in this episode,
old Roy. Yeah.
Roy the boy. Roy the boy with a cactus shirt on. It just has a very simple drawing of a cactus.
Well, he's a cowboy. He's a cowboy.
You know, some people have claimed this in the cartoon.
That's his belly badge.
I only see one evidence of that in the whole thing, but we'll get to it.
Okay.
Roy is a boy being bullied at a dude ranch. Okay. I've used the term dude ranch. I've heard it. I didn't know what it was until I went and looked it up.
Yeah, what is it?
Okay. They're also called guest ranches.
Okay.
A dude is someone who's usually an Easterner. That's probably more back in the day. Easterner who comes to the growing West to hear old stories of heroism in the wild, wild West and to get some of that experience, but only now that it's safer. So these are places where it's like you can go rough it, quote unquote, but you probably also have Wi-Fi. What we see is quite extensive. It looks less just like a dude ranch. It looks like Six Flags, like how there's different parts. There's like Mexico's over here in Old Texas.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. And I had major Moo Mesa flashbacks.
Oh, man.
I got really worried.
Same here.
That we were going to see some of those fucking assholes. Luckily, it didn't happen, but it wasn't a good feeling.
Yeah, I'm with you.
The bullies... There's these two little kids that are bullying.
Tex and Butch.
Oh, I didn't even know they had names.
Yeah, Tex and Butch.
Well, there you go. Tex and Butch. They don't look like cowboys either. They don't sound like them, really. Roy is trying to ride
a bull,
which is a big ask. Like, I hope it's a miniature bull. I don't know if we have those, but like we have miniature horses and miniature goats. I hope it's a miniature bull because this is a kid that's like 8 years old, 9 years old. He's riding that, and then these two bullies say,
I ain't never seen a cowboy with glasses. Have you, Butch?
No, Tex, I sure ain't.
Because he's not doing a good job.
Yep.
One, Clint Eastwood, Kurt Russell, just go look up any pictures of them out in the world.
Yeah.
They're both cowboys. I've seen them in glasses. Eat it. Butch and Tex. Is that what those were the names?
Yep, Tex and Butch.
Tex and Butch, Butch and Tex. Well, those are good cowboy names. More than Roy.
Yeah.
Roy needs to wear his glasses because he seems to have a condition that is just his eyes are the size of pinholes.
Yeah.
It's not about his ocular lenses or anything, how he accepts information. It's just that when his glasses are off, it's like Milhouse syndrome, where his eyes are just two little peas. So he is just wandering around the ranch running into apple carts like Mr. Magoo without them. And the Care Bears show up. He knows who they are. He's a little surprised to see them. But it's not a surprise of, oh my God, bears that are talking. It is a surprise of, the FBI showed up. What are you doing here? I know you exist, but why are you here with me? So I don't know if there's like a newsletter for sad kids that got the word out there that, hey, by the way, if you're bummed,
this is real.
You're going to meet these guys and they're going to help you. So be excited. He doesn't act excited about it. Or if he just knows them from Valentine's Day cards that he got in class.
Right. Or he went to a funeral recently. I don't know.
He spotted him at a funeral.
Yeah.
They're there to tell him he needs his glasses. And he is in denial of this. all of the episode until, I don't know, the last minute, probably.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating.
It is.
It's a problem that I typically associate with the elderly more than kids. I bet kids do, I don't need that. And then you say, shut up.
Can you see the board?
Yeah, exactly. But with the elderly, it's like, no, I can drive just fine. And then they, drive through the whole building.
Wrong way on the highway.
Yeah, and then, it's a big to do. They have a lot more power than the kids do. My solution, because I get really frustrated with Roy, I got to say, I didn't find him to be too, I don't like people to be bullied, but he's just not very sympathetic.
I can see just fine.
Just buy contacts and shove them into his face. Just show this kid, say, fine, you get it. Here you go. No glasses for you.
Those old 80s contacts and just ram
shove them right in there and just say, now, Travis, how's your vision? How's your vision at this point?
You know what? It's good. I don't have to wear glasses or anything, man. I think I'm not sure if I'm 20/20, but my vision is all right.
Nice.
What about yours?
Mine so far is fine. There are times where I think I've been really tired, or maybe it's not. Maybe it's just me making excuses where things will get a little fuzzy, but it seems like a focus issue of my mental capabilities more than anything else. So far, so good. But it seems like everybody I know needs some kind of
readers are coming for us, buddy.
Yeah, because I'm looking at screens all the live long day.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
So they're coming. But right now, I don't think so.
My family all dripped out in glasses, dude. My mom looked like she had Coke bottle glasses, bro. So her eyes were they were little bitty things, man.
She had Roy syndrome.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
here's coming.
Here would be my message to Roy.
Yeah.
I'd say, buddy, by the time you are in your teens, thick glasses will be cool. Weezer. I'm dropping my phone. I don't have a mic.
Yes,
phone drop.
Yep,
baby. Yeah, and they've stayed cool. They've never gone away after the 90s said, hey, you know what? Irony. Baby, let's do this. And now it's just, there's no irony. It's just as true. They're cool.
They're just cool.
Roy, just stick it out, man. There are villains to be contended with beyond Tex and Butch, the tiny bullies. They know cowboys apparently real well because they keep comparing Roy to cowboys and saying, you ain't one. And I feel like there's a lot of things that make a cowboy and they should be open to seeing that. Like me right now.
Dude, you're totally cowboyed up.
I'm in a Care Bear suit.
Yeah.
Couldn't be more of a cowboy spirit. The series villain for the Care Bear family, the Care Bears series, is not Coldheart, Professor Coldheart from the movies. It is a guy named No Heart. That is a fatal condition.
Yeah.
Get it looked at. Don't even get it looked at. Just go straight to the morgue. Do not pass go. Just go. He doesn't show up in this episode.
No.
But I just wanted to touch on No Heart. He looks, have you seen a picture of him?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
He looks like a gritty Game of Thrones reboot of Orko from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Because he's just a tall wizard man in robes without a face. Just black face with red eyes in it. Over and over again in these cartoons, we make our wizards faceless. It's like they're trying to say you can't trust wizards. He lives in a castle that is in a storm cloud. Pretty fucking cool.
No, it is.
Yeah, I would think if he's going to be the opposite of the Care Bears, it's like you live underground.
Correct. Yeah. You don't share the same.
Whatever, guys. I guess you don't have
elevation.
To do that. Yeah. His goal is, of course, to get rid of the Care Bears. No arch villain in any show has more than one group of people they're unhappy with. It seems like it's like he doesn't have other enemies in his life, like the landlord or his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend or something. Like it's just like my whole life is based around these assholes, these cute little bears.
Yeah.
That's all he has. He wants to get rid of Care Bears and caring to supposedly make taking over the world easier.
Perhaps our guest could become part of my spell. Yes, he will be the first person to have his feelings washed away by my cloud of uncaring.
As we said, No Heart is not in this cartoon. We do have his niece, Shrieky, a teenage girl.
With a mirror.
With a magic mirror that sometimes does magic things and sometimes just doesn't work. When it's done, call it a day because it's not going to work anymore. At the end of this, it just breaks at one point like, I'm tired. Don't want to work anymore.
There goes one of those miserable Care Bears now. I just want to give them to my Uncle No Heart so he can do mean, nasty things to them.
Her uncle, No Heart, the one like facial feature aside from eyes that he has are these really big bushy eyebrows that go out in a big V. He has those. She has those. Look, I know brows are in,
Brows are super in.
Brows
right
are too in.
Yeah.
She is taking it too far. That is where you will end up. Go look up Shrieky from Care Bears. Those of you who are way into your brows, this is where it ends right here.
That's when it goes left.
It's scared straight. The fact that she's his niece, that sets up too much questions for me. Like, is that your niece by blood? By
your mom's side?
Your sister Carol, that's her daughter, and Carol's a normal lady, but you're this weird wizard that lives, and then she's like, I gotta go send her off to somewhere during the summer.
Carol has a face? Does she have a face and a heart?
It feels, for me, very much, Shrieky gets sent by her mom to spend time with her uncle, big air quotes, no heart, on weekends, who also happens to send them a check each month.
Oh.
That she doesn't know about. Yeah. Could be. Because she's hanging out with him a lot.
Papa No Heart, yeah.
And she has a henchman, because she's kind of a henchman of her uncle.
Yes.
And she has a henchman. So a henchman
it's
of a henchman.
Yeah, it's
a sub-henchman.
Yeah.
Yes. This guy's name is Beastly.
Looks just like the critter.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Critter from Critters.
Yes, Critter from Critters.
He looks like a fuzzy potato on spider limbs, because they're so thin. Like, they're just lines. Maybe that's just an animator's choice of ease.
Now's my chance. I'll sack that Care Bear cousin just like flour.
And they're just out for no good. They're just there to capture Care Bears for their uncle, and that's it.
And juice them.
Yeah.
Like Alf.
I would love, because they would be so fun to juice, because they each would make a colorful juice.
Oh, dude, it'd be great. It'd be like a Starbucks
it would taste
drink.
just like rainbows. By the way, Roy has gone running away. He's not having any of
he's
this.
blind. He's lost.
Lost his glasses.
Lost.
Yeah. Okay, the Care Bears are trying to find his glasses and him. They've all split up. I will say that the Care Bears are not highly efficient as a unit.
Not at all.
Everybody's scrambling. There are lots of accidents.
It crumbles so fast. Yeah. Their unity crumbles.
They don't have training. They're just naturally good people.
Yes.
So, but they're children and bears. Can't rely on them for this operation. So Cheer Bear ends up cornered in a barn by Beastly and Shrieky. And this should just be a, like, you're done situation. Bye-bye. We'll make another one. We'll grow another one next year in a lab. But Braveheart, Lion, shows up, and they're going to do a Care Bear stare. This is like 15 minutes into the episode. Finally, I mean, there's a little bit of action, which I don't even know if you need it in this show. But that's when they do a Care Bear stare. It essentially turns into a shootout at the OK Corral, but with magic beams.
But cute.
Yeah, cute magic beams. Like, one side is shooting magical rainbows from their tummies, and the other side is just knocking around some laser beams from her magic mirror.
Yeah.
And also there's a loose bowl thrown into it, because the bad guys say, we're going to use our environment to our advantage, because they think like that. Again, Care Bears, you're outclassed. They release a bowl from its pen, which scares everybody off.
Yeah.
Like, they all go running. That bull is loose. Braveheart's chasing after the bull, or running away from it, I guess. Meanwhile, we are seeing just how fancy this fancy-ass ranch is. They have a stadium for a rodeo.
That is packed full.
Yes.
It is packed to the gills.
That's a big deal. The rodeo is, I've never been to the rodeo. To me, it's just the cowboy circus. Like, it's just, sorry if that's not right.
No, that's synonymous.
Okay.
No, that'll work.
Have you've been to the rodeo?
Been one time.
Was this when you lived in Fort Worth?
Correct. Yeah. Went to the stock show, and that had a little rodeo attached to it.
So you got rodeo clowns doing some business. Yeah. We already know, we know about them. And you've got people on animals dominating the animals in some way.
Yes.
And then a chuck wagon race. Is that part of what they do? Because that's what they do on this.
No, I did. The one I went to, no, I did not see the chuck wagon race.
Okay. Well, there's a few things that they're doing. Roy is entering this rodeo without his glasses to prove he's an idiot. I don't know what to say.
He is.
Because these bullies keep wailing on him. He wants to enter to ride a bull. They trick him, the bullies, into riding a dog. And for that to even happen, I feel like this has to be a pretty lax rodeo. Like an open mic rodeo night, where it's just bring your own animal, whatever you want, and you can just come and do your thing for 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's no rules.
No rules. It's Outback Steakhouse of rodeos. Embarrasses the shit out of himself.
Yep.
Still is at it. And Treatheart Pig, after being distracted by food, has found her way to him and said, like, you need your glasses, over and over.
Right.
There's a wagon race. That seems not like something that's at the rodeo to me. There's not room for that, because these are like old-fashioned, like across the country lose 5 children wagons.
And your mom.
Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mom's not going to make it out the first fort. Treatheart Pig is stuck on his wagon as he's racing. But of course, without his glasses, he is blind as fuck. So he gets... So he crashes this thing. He crashes his wagon. It's destroyed.
Yep.
And the bullies are being mean to him about it right afterwards. Just
immediately razzing.
His behavior has so outpaced the amount of bullying that he has received.
Yeah.
Because he has gone from riding a bull on his own, and these guys are making fun of him for just trying to practice, to crashing things and endangering lives. I no longer have sympathy for Roy at this point. I don't want him to get bullied. I just want him to fucking accept that he needs
glasses.
I'm sorry, some glasses. This Care Bear outfit's not helping me with my rage at this child.
I thought it would.
I
really thought it would.
Yeah, maybe it's too warm. I'm going to do a little zip here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. See, now, if I put it down around my waist, then I could be in like a Men of Care Bears calendar because I look like a Care Bear on break. Yeah, show these guns.
It's a good look.
The bullies say to him, Roy,
Great going, Roy. You sure showed us a thing or two.
Yeah, about how not to be a cowboy.
Don't listen to them, Roy. You are a cowboy.
He's not a cowboy.
No, he's not.
He's fucking up left and right. A real cowboy would accept the limitation of needing glasses and wear the goddamn glasses. He's not a cowboy. He's a child in a cactus shirt. Don't encourage this pig. I know you're trying so hard to be kind. I get unconditional love and unconditional positive regard.
Yeah.
But
fix yourself first.
Yeah. One, you got a little chocolate on your lip there. Wipe it off. Right. And then two, this is unhealthy. You're not helping him at this point. But again, I think it comes from the right place. They just don't know.
You're going to kill this child. Yes. You're going to kill this child.
You're going to goad him into killing himself. Well, he's all bummed out after that. Roy is literally too busy kicking a can through the rodeo
pity party
stage.
Yeah, pity party style. Yeah.
To notice that Braveheart Lion and Cheerheart Bear, Cheer Bear, whatever. There's too many hearts. Are being chased in by this loose bull.
Yeah.
It would have been way funnier if he kept missing the can because he couldn't see it while he was kicking it.
Oh, yeah. I would have loved that. No, that'd have been good.
But as he sees that they're all in danger from this bull, throws on his glasses. And for the second week of Days Past ToonCast in a row, the day is saved by a lariat. Lasso play. To the rescue. But he manages to hogtie this bull.
Dominate. Animal domination.
Yeah, animal domination. Show him who's boss. I don't care. And he saves the day.
Yep.
And now he's a real cowboy. He's proven. Everybody praises Roy. There is no ramification for his actions, for his behavior. No, like, hey, but you really got to accept that you got to wear these glasses, man. Like, you sure you are going to keep wearing them, right? LASIK isn't invented yet, but maybe.
You did almost kill people with that crash.
Yeah.
Just heads up.
The bullies are in love with him, and all is saved. It seems like he's learned his lesson, or at least nobody's in harm's way immediately. The last bit is that Tenderheart Lion. He doesn't want to go riding again because he has a little pillow with a heart on it buckled to his little Tushie, his little tuchus. And it's adorable. There's little lines coming off of it to tell you, ouch, my tuchus hurts.
Tuchus. Heavy tuchus.
Heavy tuchus, heavy tush. Yeah, tuchuses, rumps, tushes. That's what this show's about. That is how the episode of Care Bears Family that we watched ended, but that is not how the Care Bears ended. They kept a rolling. As I understand it, they were pretty much done by 1988.
Correct. Yes, sir. In 88, the last special, The Nutcracker, pretty much served as a series finale for the Care Bears family.
And again, too aggressive a name for a Care Bears. Keep them away from it. So these bears went into hibernation.
They did. Briefly
stuck their heads out of the cave in 1991 for not a cartoon, but just a series of plushes. The Care Bears care about the environment. Captain Planet got to them and said, you got to release some like anti-radiation and toxic waste bears, I guess.
And that was released with 2 books as well.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yep. The Care Bears and the Big Cleanup, and also the Care Bears and the Whale Tail.
Well, I'll tell you what, they would be better suited to that. They would be great for the photo op of like cleaning the oil off of seals with toothbrushes. They would be all over that.
Right.
But American Greetings, that's not why they made them. So after Y2K nearly wiped us out, we had some more Care Bear fun, right?
Yes. So in 2004, baby, it was CGI time. the Care Bears in the King Funshine the Great. I think it was later named Journey to Joke-A-Lot.
Well, you already know my opinion on that title. It fell, guys.
Now, in 2007, they switched up a bit. A movie called Oopsie Does It.
Yes, okay. That is the funniest name.
It is. No, I liked it too.
It sounds like, what is it a bloopers reel? Is it because that's that phrase, oopsie does it. Yeah, it is.
It's
like,
coy.
I dropped the baby, oopsie. Oopsie does it. That led to Adventures in Care-A-Lot. 2009, another relaunch.
Yeah.
They're just throwing shit at the wall.
Yeah,
all
right.
the time.
Anything.
It's like these Care Bears, look, we got them in the stable. We got to keep them working. They got a union. 2012, Welcome to Care-A-Lot. 2015, that show was canceled. It feels like whoever has to deliver the news of a Care Bears show being canceled, they do so with tears in their eyes. They're holding their hat. I'm so sorry we have to do this, but it's been canceled.
We got to cancel the Bears.
I can't believe you canceled the Bears. And finally, most recently, 2019, American Greetings brought us a new series, Care Bears Unlock the Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Unlock the magic. You got to.
You have to. There's only one way to deal with a bear.
And not every concept, like the care meter, I think may not be around anymore. Probably a good idea. Hey, probably good that you just do the things because you feel like you should. It's largely the same stuff. And those stories and that type of story of cuties that want to help and are multicolored and have fun logos on them. That is like an eternal thing at this point. It's like they discover, like any good art, they discovered something that felt like it already existed in the shared mind and then just brought it down to earth for bad reasons. Ew, money. But they're still pure and real. And so American Greetings, in creating the Care Bears, ultimately made a concept that will, I choose to believe, outlast that corporation. I mean, American Greetings is still around. Like I said, I just supported them the other day. About at least one card, maybe two.
I just supported them.
I just supported them.
It's like they were out with a fireman boot.
Recently. Just a guy like dressed in an
Come on.
just somebody in a Care Bear costume. That's what I've been doing. That's where I just came from with my Care Bear suit. But yeah, they've created something that is too pure to not just continue forever. Regardless of all the legal rights shit, someone's got them.
Yes.
So, American Greetings. Suck it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today on this episode of the Days Past ToonCast. We love you.
Yes, big hearts to everyone.
And we care what you think.
Yes, we do.
And how you feel. And so we want you to go to Apple Podcasts, look up Days Past ToonCast, paw your way to the section where it lets you rate and review us, write us a review, and rate us 5 stars. If you guys do enough of that, maybe I'll get a 5-star on my tummy Care Bear tattoo.
Or maybe you'll just buy another outfit, maybe another Care Bear outfit.
I'm sleeping in this thing. I you know what? It's cold enough these days. Probably could just get rid of some blankets and slap this puppy on.
All day. And listen, hey, if you got Twitter and Instagram, check us out at DP ToonCast. Please, we'd be happy to have you there.
Of course, we've been covering mammals today, Care Bears.
Yes.
And next episode, our plan is to stay in the mammalian kingdom. We are going to stick with the mammalian kingdom and go straight to the top, the apex predators of the mammalian kingdom, mice. We're talking mice next week. And these are not just mice that you find in a hole chomping on some cheese. We're not talking about Tom and Jerry. We're not talking about Mickey. We're talking about biker mice from Mars. Guys,
that's something.
Get your V-shaped guitars out. Get your hogs a-pumping. Rev them up. Because I've never seen this cartoon before.
Me neither.
It is in the category of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ripoff in my mind. I can't wait to be proven correct or wrong. I bet it will be extreme.
We're going there.
Wherever it is, we're going.
Yeah.
Mars.
Okay.
Next stop, Mars. Until then, tutor my duder.
Yeah, tutor my duder.
Baby, like coffee.
Or any stimulant.
Stimulate me, please.
That's lore now, baby.
Baby, that's law, baby. That's law, baby. Yeah, woo!